Good morning, everyone. I hope you're fine and well. Yes, it's another session where we talk about everything Forex, everything trading, and I get to share my trade, my signals with you. So, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. So first off, I would like you guys to try and help me subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are up 119 subscribers. We are still going to 200 subscribers before the end of the year. I hope we can get it done. I hope we can get it done. So that said, let's jump straight into the fundamentals we have today. We have quite the big fundamentals, the big data are coming today, the big boys. Okay, they are coming later today. By 2:30, everything will be happening 2:30 anyways. Every single thing will be up 2:30 and we might have a live session by 2:30. Okay, where we'll be talking about how to trade. We might trade non-farm payroll together today, you know. So let's keep a close tab on it anyway. So we have an unemployment change. We have unemployment trades in Canada by 2:30 p.m., meaning the market is expecting an increase in what? Like up to 100% increase in employment change in Canada and a decrease in unemployment rates. I get a 1% increase in unemployment rate. Let me scratch that and say it again. A 0.1% increase in unemployment rates. Okay. So first off, the market is forecasting up to 100% increase in the employment change, whereby they are also forecasting a 0.1% increase in unemployment rates. We're going to see how that goes. Okay, if we have a higher employment change, that would be better. Maybe we have like 25.7K, or maybe we have like 30K employment change. That would really be good, meaning a certain or a significant raise or rise in the number of employed people in Canada. And unemployment rate, if it comes down below maybe 6.3, that will also be good for what? That will also be good for the currency, for the Canadian dollar. All right. So let's keep a close tab on everything. It's gonna be very interesting, anyways. But keep a close tab on it. And then in the United States, we have the average hourly earnings month on month coming a bit lower than expected, which is not totally good. Okay, we want the hourly earnings to increase. That's how you get a very stable, job data. I mean, come on, if you reduce the hourly earnings, that means people will not have that much money to spend, anyways. But I guess probably because of the part-timers, that so many people will be out there to just volunteer because of the spirit of the season and stuff like that. So maybe that's what is factored into a 0.1 drop in what? A 0.1% drop in the average hourly earnings. However, the non-farm payroll is expected to they are expecting the market to raise up to the hardest job in that last month is expected to rise up by almost 202,000. That would be magical. Anyways, but we all know what happened last week, right? We saw that the market was expecting 200 something K, whereas we have 12,000 added job. That was crazy. Okay, 12,000. So maybe we're going to get this 202 plus K today. I don't know, but we like to say because everybody got it wrong last month. Every single person, every single analyst got it wrong. 12,000? That was crazy. So lastly, we have the unemployment rate that is expected to remain the same. Don't forget, yesterday we had the initial jobless claim that came out quite bearish for United States dollar. All right, it came out shorter than expected, which can probably signal what a decrease in what the employment rate in unemployment rate, excuse me. However, we're gonna have to see how this goes today. I'm forecasting maybe we're gonna get like maybe 4.2% or more. But if you have anything like this, it's gonna be very, very bad for dollar. Anything above 4.2 will be bad for dollar as a currency. However, if you have something like 4.0, 3.9, then that would be good for dollar. So watch out for a mixed signal as well. We might have a positive number here, might have a negative number here, and a positive number here, which would be considered as what? As mixed. Or maybe we have a negative, negative, and positive. It will also be considered as mixed. But if you have positive, 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 that will be good. If you have negative, 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 that would be good as well. But when it's mixed together, that might be very tricky. You might see the dollar index go up, then come down again, and then at the end of the day, it will close like this. It will close in a range. So just keep a close tab on everything. If time permits me, I'm going to be here, and we have to retrieve the news together, possibly. And by 4 p.m., we have the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment. and the University of Michigan inflation expectations. This is basically what a survey, okay, carried out by the University of Michigan. All right, so we're going to see how that goes. And lastly, tentatively, we have in Canada, we have the IV PMI. Also came out yesterday, kind of like mixed. All right, but let's see what today is going to be about. On that note, let's jump straight to the technical part of today's session. Let's kick off with DXY. As you can see, this morning we saw yesterday, basically after the unemployment, the initial jobless claim, or let's say unemployment rate. Yeah, unemployment rate literally. Okay, which came kind of like bad for United States dollar. Okay, it came shorter than expected, which is quite unfavorable to dollar, and that's why we saw this break of trend line yesterday. Yesterday, when we analyzed the chart, we saw that the market is still above this trend line, and we're still piping, and it's piping towards the upside, which kind of like keep us in a bullish mood yesterday. And that is why I was a bit conflicted when I said we should take a buy on GU because of what I can see on the chart, isn't it? Because of what is being printed on the chart, what we are seeing currently on the chart. So I figured let's just take it easy let's take it easy on buying GU. All right. But I took the buy. Okay. I took a very good buy on GU anyways. But at the end of the day, it's still not the super kind of setup that we would have loved to take in a way, but we still have a lot to figure out as dollar index. We're still not showing any sign of weakness yesterday. As at yesterday when we analyzed the chart. However, after the unemployment change, okay, we saw a very significant drop in the price of we saw after the unemployment rate that came shorter than expected, we saw the significant drop, and that leads us to where we are right here, which is below structure here. Okay, now are we going to see the DXY break below this major support structure right there, and we end up seeing a further decline in the price of DXY, or the market will just retest this zone right here and then bounce off of it? Is that possible? I genuinely don't know, but I would like to see how everything goes moving forward. All right. I personally would love to see how it goes. Okay. On that note, I guess we will have to wait and watch it unravels, watch it play out. Uh, Basically, just watch it play out. That will be the plan for me today on DXY. The fundamentals today will play a high impact on DXY, and we must be ready for it. So jumping to GU right now, okay, GU kind of take a very good turn, moving to the upside very well today. So for me, I would say adjust your stop loss to this place, okay, trailing stop right here to 1.2732. Okay, 1.2732. Adjust your stop loss there, or if you enter a little bit later, okay, just put your stop loss slightly above your entry. Okay, if you're in profit, definitely you must have entered somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around there. So put your entry slightly, or put your stop loss slightly above your entry. If you do that, I think something interesting might actually buzz off. Right. So that is going to be my advice on GU for now. There's still so many moves that GU will make in the next couple of weeks. All right. So if you're not in this trade, don't force it. Once NFP is over, we're going to get into some very interesting trade. But if you're in the trade, carefully plan your exit. Okay, just in case. And if NFP comes and it was very, very bad for USD, the fact that dollar dumped very well, and we see this very massive jump to the upside, I guess that is a good thing anyways. So, but on that note, let's just be careful. All right. Let's just be careful. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna copy the image right now and I will paste it on the WhatsApp page. Okay, just for people that are there. Okay, and that will be that GBP USD. Now moving to USD CAD. USD CAD there to close us out in loss. All right. I'm still holding this trade, to be honest with you. Although I've reduced my risk exposure, I told you, and knowing that we have the Canadian dollar news coming today, this is not the right time to be playful with all these things. Okay, this is not the right time to be playful with all this, with your risk. So make sure you do what? You manage your risk appropriately and you take care of it. Make sure you protect your capital at all costs. If you're still holding the trade, you can reduce if you're using 0.5, reduce it drastically. Maybe probably take like 90% of the 90, close like 90% of the trade. Okay, close like 90% of the trade. That would be fair. And if you're not, if the trade is not opening anymore, just don't try to force it. I'm leaving this here because so you just be ready for the news. I'm not so sure as to how I want to plan USD CAD in the next couple of days because of the momentum I've actually seen in the last couple of, I would say in the last couple of days actually, because it started on the 29th of November. Okay, as you can see at the bottom here. So the plan will still be, I still don't have any general plan or any generalized buyers on this one, aside the buy that I'm still holding, which seems to be running in the drawdown right now. But if anything changes, I will let you all know. All right, I will let you all know. But for now, if you're in the trade, reduce the trade to like 90%, I mean, to like 10%, close like 90% of the trade and leave only 10% to be running. Okay, leave 10% to run. That's what I'm currently doing. I mean, I've done that since yesterday, anyways. When the trade was actually around here, I closed like 90%. And I also told you this. Okay. I told you yesterday. I told you this. Does that even make sense? Whatever. All right. So just keep close tab on USD CAD for now. But right now, I don't have any serious plan on it. Aside this buy trade, I'm just watching. Okay, and the remaining 10% that I even left open is because I don't, it's to satisfy my wait so far. Okay, because I've waited for long. So it's just to satisfy my what? My waiting and everything. There's nothing too serious about this guy anymore. It's just leave it alone. So moving to USDCHF, we saw what happened to USDCHF yesterday. It dropped very crazily. And you can see it seems to be following the direction of DXY very nicely. So the plan for me right now is to look for a possible short opportunity right at the bottom there. Okay, a very good and concise short opportunity right below here. However, it might even happen after NFP. Okay, it could be a late entry though. And you can see this move lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right, kind of like normal usual, I mean our usual move. And this is the old of what the old of unemployment rate that came out yesterday, the initial jobless claim. And then we have this one, the market pulling back gradually to retest this broken structure. And then it seems to be going down gradually. So let's wait for like an hour or two to know what to do with USDCHF. If you're going to take a short opportunity, you're going to take a sell trade right here, or maybe we're just going to watch and speculate throughout the week, okay, for the rest of this week. But right now, I genuinely don't have any serious plan on the pair since we have an FP coming, and I don't want to be the person that is standing in front of an FP trying to flex my muscle. All right, I don't want to be that guy. I'm already on GU. I would rather let that one fly and leave speculation to people that speculate. You understand what I'm saying? So that would be the plan in my own personal opinion. All right, that's gonna be my plan. So, well, I'm not saying goodbye. I'm not saying never to this. Definitely, it looks really good to take. And if I bring out the indicator, you can see right here that it's still very much at oversold. All right, it's still moving around the oversold region right here. So it's another condition why I'm not considering it a sell just yet. Okay, just like selling into what oversold, that is very delicate thing to do. I want it to come down a bit and then probably pull back better. So once this pullback happened, the same thing that happened to UJ. Okay, once this pullback is done, at that time we'll have seen this actually take its body all the way to the top again. And then right there, we can now start looking for a short opportunity. All right. On this pair, USDCHF. For now, everything is screaming sell to me. However, buy, nope. But sell, yes. That's all. So I don't have any plan for buy just yet. I only have plan for short trade. So let's see if we can get something like this. Then off it goes to the downside. So I think NFE might make this happen. Drop it, pull back, and drop. That's why you want to be very careful with GU. Very, very careful. Okay, as you can see, it's bouncing up very fast, very nicely right now. So NFP is going to be determinant. I hope it doesn't close the trade out. But if it does, we're just going to have to replan and come back to it later. Okay, I want to put a notification here. At the same time, I want to put another one here. I don't want to miss any chance I can get on this particular trade. Right, so let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see how this goes. And don't forget on USDCHF, we also have a very formidable resistance here that it might use as support before it bounce back up. And then if it comes back down, it's definitely going to break it. All right, definitely going to break it. So let's be careful on USD CHF for now. Okay, so I'm keeping it as one of my top watch. USD JPY on the other hand is hovering below there. Okay, it seems to be working against. I mean, it's not working according to plan, especially how it normally does when it comes to DXY and USD JPY. They are very, very good ally and friend. But right now, it seems to be doing its own thing. You can see, I mean, you notice that DXY seems to be what? DXY seems to be going down. However, USD JPY seems to be what? To be going back up. I don't understand what is going on right here, but I would love to see how and where this leads us. That's why sometimes I told you guys that sometimes you have to approach each pairs based on their what, based on their own personality, based on their structure. Okay. Approach each pairs based on their structure, not because of what you see, okay, but because of their structure, what is being presented right in front of you. Okay, and that's why we were holding a sell trade on EU yesterday, and at the same time uh we were buying GU. I mean, isn't that funny? That's very funny. Yeah, you just have to do what you have to do. Now imagine that we didn't buy GU yesterday and we only left EU alone. So that would have been a very catastrophic thing because EU ended up in loss yesterday, whereas we now have GU to kind of like console us. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. You have to approach each market based on the structure you can see right in front of you and based on the momentum that is being presented in front of you. That's how it goes in trading. You don't want to be all caught up in intermarket analysis and correlations. They make a lot of sense, okay? But at the same time, you need to have your own mind as a trader. I yeah, next week, that's what I mean. All right. You need to have your own mind because the market will definitely try to test you. Market will definitely try to do what? To play around and play your mind. And it's a mind game thing when it comes to trading. So you have to always be careful. So as far as EU is concerned, I think my bias is shifting towards the upside gradually. At least I want to see the market retesting this daily trend line right here. Okay, this daily bearish trend line. At least I want to see the market retesting it, which also kind of coincides with what with this particular support right here. Okay. So I want to see the market break above here, pull back, and then touch this particular zone. I mean, that particular key level right here, because you can see we have a support here. At the same time, we have what? We have a resistance or from the trend resistance from the what from the trend line and support from the structure. So it creates multiple level of what of market structure right there. So it's the plan is just to wait for if the market break above here, wait for the break. If it breaks above here, pull back nicely, definitely we are going to look for buy. All right. It might even happen during NFP, possibly. If provided that NFP came very bad for dollar, though, it became strong for dollar, then we might see this actually come down. We might continue the range for the rest of next week. But let's see how it goes. Okay. Let's keep a close tab on EU. No plan for it now, but I guess I should put a notification at the top here just in case something happens. So I will be notified and I will prepare myself for good trade. Aussie dollar, on the other hand, I had a plan to take a short yesterday, but it never broke the structure. So I am still holding off on this one for now. Okay. And the reason why this is there is because I would have or could have taken this short trade. Okay, since I saw this breakout pullback continuation, I could have taken the short trade, but I didn't take it, all right, because I wasn't even notified. I didn't have my notification on I think on Wednesday or on Tuesday. Should be on Wednesday. It's between Wednesday and Tuesday, anyways. So and then we saw this yesterday and Thursday. Everything kind of like I mean Wednesday and Thursday, everything kind of just went back up. Now I'm waiting for what a decent break below here, a decent candle that closed below here, so I can take a short trade. Now, mind you, on JU, it looks bullish. The market is already at the top. On AU right now, the market is going down. So that's a whole different thing. You can see what is going on EU also. EU is tilting up. Despite all the weakness that came for dollar yesterday, Aussie dollar is still down. So what is that telling you? That you have to relate to the market individually based on the what you can see. Not correlation is good. Again, I'm saying it. It's good, it's understandable, it's fun. But when it comes to technical analysis, when it comes to strategy, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Okay. There's no set stone. There's no set stone. Everything comes, everything changes with time. You have to grow into it. You have to blend into it. All right. So right now, I'm still holding off on shorting Aussie dollar for now, but let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see how this goes. We've already seen a very decent break of this flag pattern. I would say we've seen a decent break of that flag pattern. So what is going to happen next is what I'm waiting for now. The next call of action is what I'm waiting for now. I guess we see that happen, or we have to wait for that in the next, just to see it. We have to wait for it in the next couple of minutes or so. And I believe that would trigger some really good plan for us. Okay, that should be able to trigger some very good plan for us. I want to use that instead of the other one. So let me drag it up a little bit as well. I think this one looks better, right? Let's see what each one looks better. I don't even know the one that is better or not. Anyways, let's just leave it like that. We've seen what we are looking for, anyways. So the planner is just to anticipate forward. A clear break below here, and then we take a short trade right there. So this is the plan. Okay, it's simple, it is basic, and if it works very well, we might end up enjoying it. Okay, so let's keep a close tab on this one for now. Okay, that's that one. Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, we have almost the same plan on it, but this one is ranging, so that is keeping me off of it. Okay, I don't want to trade it. I don't want to meddle into this range. So I'd rather stay on my hands and just watch very closely as the market unravels and play out. But I got really trapped, or let's say I got really tricked. I got tricked into this break of trend line and this crossover. I will give the market that. Most of my losses this month has been because there's a break of trend line and and crossover, which kind of like my own kind of thing, the kind of thing that I trade all the time. But I'll give it to the market that he did that, and it was really cool. All right, it was really cool. But I'm watching patiently, and I will pay close attention to it for that. All right, but at the same time, we are at the very bottom, so range is expected, and that's why my range is this wide. Okay, we are the monthly support on the monthly time frame, so we have to be careful right now. But let's keep watching. All right, let's keep watching how this all plays out. Okay, so on gold is still ranging, so I don't really have anything to say on this one. I'm as well just gonna remove my trend line now because it's now getting very ridiculous. It looks very weird, so I better just remove the trend line, just let the market the way it is. So we have some very good space at the top here. We have some very decent space at the bottom here. Wherever good breaks out of will be where we follow. But NFP might comes out and break it, and you see a 500 pips run without pullback. So that would be very crazy and to be uncool. But we see how it goes, anyways. All right. We end up seeing how it goes. So moving forward to silver. Silver is another one that I'm still watching very closely. I won't mind taking a buy because this actually fits into a very decent trend that we always love. So the reason why I'm not in this trade yet is because of all of this particular move that happened on Wednesday. That jump right there is crazy. Okay, and there's no way I would take a buy right here and put my stop loss there. That will be around 450 pips if I put my stop loss below here and I enter the trade here. So I'm waiting for break above here, pullback, continuation, so I can take a buy from there and put my stop loss probably above below here. So that would be like 200. That would be minimal that I do risk on silver. But before I can check that in, I want to make sure that gold is ready to make those moves because gold is the guy that forms the sentiments that makes silver move. Okay. Although silver has his own mind also, but gold plays a very huge role. The same way Bitcoin plays a very huge role in the crypto ecosystem, the same thing is happening to gold and silver as well. So you have to be patient. This place, I'm using intermarket analysis just to support my claim. But at the same time, I will relate to them individually. All right. So you have to, as a trader, you need to know how to compress each concept together and use it for your own advantage. I mean, to your own advantage. So that's that. Lastly, before we jump to crypto, let's talk about WTI. I don't even think there's anything to talk about WTI. It's ranging. You can see all this drama right here. So as for me, I'm staying off WTI for now. There's no point in dragging with this. Okay. My plan is still basic. Break above this channel, pull back, break above, pull back, and let's start buying from the top here. Break below here, pull back, break. I'm not sure I'm selling because we had a very strong monthly support. But if there's a very good pattern right here, I might chip in a very short sell. All right. And then just target the monthly support. Although I'll be very careful, I will trade it very closely as well. All right. That is just my take on this pair for now. Okay. So that said, let's take a look at Bitcoin as I wrap up today. So on Bitcoin, I took a buy on Bitcoin some time ago. I took a buy right here. And right now I'm taking a fresh new buy again. So let's see how this goes. Bitcoin is still quite bullish. It is still staying above structure. So the plan is to continue to follow the momentum that started a very long time ago. And this time I'm just targeting $110K All right, $110K right here. I'm guessing, I mean, this might be open till maybe the end of the month where we see it possibly retest 110K. And if that's not the case and the market probably got to the top here, definitely I will start trading immediately. And if none of that happen, and what happened instead was the market come down here, break below here, pull back, and then start dropping, I will lose this one and I will start selling from the bottom there. Simple as that. You need to know how to change your mind. Don't marry a bias. Always be careful. Always be ready to take the shot. All right. Always be ready. You can't lose guard when it comes to trading crypto. Okay. And the volatility is mad. So you have to be ready with your cash. I can't. So guys, that's where I'm gonna stop today. Let me do the final recap on the trade I have going on, and that will be the end of the session. So first off, we have GU running. Don't forget to continue to trail. All right, this is it has a very high potential. It has a very good potential. Just keep trailing. The trailing stop is now at 1.27. All right, 1.2732. Okay, that is the trailing stop right now. And yes, that's that on GU. On USD card, I'm still holding this short opportunity, even though it might end up in a loss, which will not be that much. Maybe 7, 8, $9 loss if I end up closing this one anyways. But that will be that anyway. So guys, I'll see you in the next one, which will be next week. If possible, that there is time, we see what we can do with the live trading of NFT and the rest of the data. But if not, I will probably share my take on it on the group, and that would be that. I'll see you guys in the next one, which is next week. Have a good day. Bye for now.